Your triggers, they're trying to teach you something. And once you understand this, it can change the way you see yourself and the way you see other people and the way you live your life. Today, I want to talk about triggers because every single person watching this has them. I have them. You have them. We all have them. We all have moments where something happens. Someone says something, someone does something, and suddenly something inside of us changes. Let's say your heart, it starts racing, your chest, it gets tighter, your mind starts creating stories, and you feel the need to defend yourself and to prove yourself, to shut down, to walk away, to run, to get rid of that, to get away, to fight. That's what you do. And many times we think the person that triggered me is the person that caused the problem. But psychology teaches us something deeper. A trigger is often not about what just happened. A trigger is your nervous system recognizing something that feels familiar. Your body remembers things, your mind tries to forget. A moment you felt rejected, you felt abandoned, or you felt betrayed, or you felt powerless. A moment when you felt like you're not good enough. And then years later, someone says something and something happens, and your brain says, I have felt this before. And it tries to protect you. But here's where healing begins. You have to ask yourself a question. Am I responding to what is happening right now? Or am I responding to something that hurt me many, many, many years ago? Because sometimes we fight today's battles with yesterday's pain. It's true. Sometimes we push away today's blessings because of yesterday's wounds. And sometimes we protect ourselves from danger that is no longer even there. And that is where self-awareness changes everything, ladies and gentlemen, because there are two versions of ourselves, the version that reacts and the version that reflects. The reactive version says something like this: you hurt me, you are the problem, and I need to protect myself. The healing version says something: why did this affect me so deeply? What is this emotion trying to teach me, and what part of myself needs attention? That is called growth, and that is called emotional intelligence. That is healing, ladies and gentlemen. Now, therapists talk about something powerful. Name it to tame it. The moment you can say, I'm triggered right now, and I'm feeling fear, I'm feeling rejection, or I'm feeling anger, you create something between you and the emotion. You are no longer controlled by the feeling. You're observing it. And when you can observe it, you can choose differently. So the next time you get triggered, try this. This will work. Pause. Do not immediately respond or react because your first reaction is often protection, not always your wisdom. Breathe, calm your body down, relax, because a mind in survival mode cannot create peace. Then ask yourself, what story am I telling myself? Because did you know sometimes your brain creates stories from old wounds? Someone does not text back, for example, and your wound says they don't care. Someone gives advice and your wound says they're attacking me. Someone disagrees with you and your wound says they're against me. But healing asks a question: what else can be true? That question alone can change your entire life, because the strongest people are not the people who never get triggered. The strongest people are the ones who recognize the trigger and choose a different response. And this is where my faith comes in. Sometimes God allows certain situations, certain conversations, and certain people into our lives, not to hurt us, but to reveal the places inside of us that still need healing. Sometimes the thing you're praying to remove is the thing God is using to transform you. Because growth is not always comfortable. Healing is not always easy. The mirror does not always show us what we want to see, but it does show us what we need to see. But it does show us what we need to see. And listen, having triggers does not make you weak, okay? It makes you human. We all have stories, we all have pain, and we all have chapters we had to survive. But there comes a moment where we have to decide. We have to make a decision. Will my past control me? Or will my healing guide me? Because your past may explain your reactions, but your healing creates your response. So every time you pause instead of react, and every time you choose understanding instead of anger, and every time you choose growth instead of old patterns, you become a new version of yourself. Your trigger is not your enemy, ladies and gentlemen. Your trigger is your teacher. It's showing you where your next breakthrough begins. So today, ask yourself a question. What are my triggers trying to teach me? Because sometimes the very thing that hurts you the most is pointed directly towards a place where you're meant to heal. So if this message connected with you and you're ready to grow and want to grow with me, do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment, follow, and then share this with somebody that needs to hear it. Because one message, one video, one voice, one, comment can absolutely change the way somebody's direction in their lives. And do me a favor and also follow ShawnPigg.com, ShawnPigg.com. Sign up for my free newsletter and stay informed on all the great things that I'm getting ready to do. And most important, today, focus on your triggers and heal them. Identify them, call them out, and face them. Have an awesome day.